Well, we're going to look today at a technique, an osaikomi turnover by a player named Fukuda from Japan. He's a junior world champion. And he has a very, I would say, unusual way of turning his uke over into osaikomi. Really quite different from the typical way that the Japanese do. So what's the typical way that the Japanese do it? There's a technique which doesn't really have a name, but Jimmy Pedro and Travis Stevens calls it the sushi roll. I guess they call it the sushi roll because the Japanese do it a lot. And the way the so-called sushi roll works is usually Tori will hold the belt here, go underneath uke, right, like this, roll uke over like this, and get a hold down like this. This is what a lot of the Japanese do. Craig Fallon, the late Craig Fallon from Great Britain, world champion, he did this technique as well. Ole Bischoff from the Olympic champion from Germany also did this technique as well. So that's but it's mainly popular among the Japanese. Now, in recent years, a variation of this sushi roll involves a very unusual belt grip. And what a lot of players do is they put their hand in and then they grab the belt like this to make it tighter. Urarti Sugoi from Spain sort of pioneered this. And Amandine Bouchard from France, she does a further variation on this. Instead of just grabbing like this, she grabs the jacket skirt and then she holds like this, and you have a very tight grip here. Now, is all of this necessary? Well, Neil Adams, for example, the IJF commentator, former world champion and live commentator, has often questioned the necessity of doing this. You know, can't you just grab here like this? You can, but I think it's useful to grab like this when uke's belt is loose. If uke's belt is very tight, then you don't necessarily have to weave your hand in. But if uke's belt is loose, which is sometimes the case, then it is useful to go in and grab like this. Now, if your wrist is not very flexible and you can't actually grab like this, you can do Bouchard's way, which is to grab the jacket skirt, or in the case of Fukuda, he doesn't even bother to do that. He just grabs the gi here, and he has a very a tight grip like this. Okay. Now Fukuda, it should be noted, does the attack from this side. Fukuda does the attack from this side. But since I'm more used to doing it this side, I'm going to do the attack. I'm going to demonstrate it from this side. Okay. Now, with the right hand here, what you do is you put it inside the collar, the back of the collar, in like this, with the thumbs out, fingers in. Okay. Now, what happens if uke pulls in the collar tight? And look, uke is putting her head up. The collar is too tight for me to weave my fingers in. If I keep on trying, wasting time, referee is going to call mate. So what Fukuda would do when he can't get the collar grip, he just goes in here like this. That works as well. Okay? And here, on occasion, when he's doing this real quickly and he's able to just get this grip, he'll just grab like this. But a lot of the times, he'll go in like this, palm down, and just grabs like this. Okay? So you grab here and here. Now, in contrast to the sushi roll, where the players would lift and then go underneath like this, right, and lift, he doesn't do that. He doesn't go underneath uke like this. And I prefer his method because I don't like to go underneath. When you go underneath, you put yourself in danger. If you don't do it right, uke can pin you, right? If I don't do it right, let's say I got this, I go underneath and I don't do it right, uke can come around and pin me, right? So I don't like going underneath uke. And Fukuda doesn't do that. What Fukuda does is he does a complete roll. He just rolls them over without going underneath and then lifting with the leg. He just rolls them over, clamps on a Tateshi Hogatame. Okay, so he's got this, okay. He usually puts his leg here and he just rolls uke. He doesn't go underneath, lift the leg and turn them over. He just does a roll like this, climbs over, and once he locks in the leg like this, right, he doesn't even have to grab the head, he just grabs the arm like this. And it's very difficult for uke to escape actually. Try to escape. It's very tight. Okay? Very tight. So the advantage of this technique, it uses the momentum of the roll to get uke over without sliding underneath uke and taking the risk of getting pinned. That's why I like Fukuda's technique more. Now, what happens if you can't pull uke over? Okay, let's say uke is very resistant and uke knows what you're going to do. You're trying to pull, uke is resisting. Okay, so what Fukuda does a lot of the times is that instead of trying to roll this way, he takes uke in the direction that uke is resisting, right? If I pull this way, uke will pull that way, right, in reaction. If I pull this way, uke reacts that way. He takes uke in that direction. Okay, so you can call this a reverse roll. So let's say I get here, and I'm trying to roll her, trying to roll, doesn't work. Just climb over her like this, right? And then from here I can just grab the head if I want to, and just hold down, or the arm. It's a hold down, and again, very difficult to escape. It looks not so tight, right? The arm doesn't look so tight, doesn't look like we're very secure. But because the legs are so tight around uke, you don't need a very secure hold on the arm. Hold like this, or hold like this. Try to escape. Very difficult to escape. So, the principle is, you're trying to roll uke this way, uke resists by pushing that way. You're pulling this way, uke resists by going that way. You take uke in that direction. That's a reverse roll. Okay, done.